Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our English class. Today is session 3, and we will talk about present simple tense, affirmative. We use the present simple tense to talk about facts like the sun rises in the morning, habits like I wash my face every day, daily routine, I brush my teeth every morning, likes and dislikes, I like orange juice. We can form a sentence in the present simple tense with I, you, we, or they, plus the verb without adding anything to the verb. For example, they go to the garden in the morning. You eat fish every week. We usually play football in the club. I sometimes read books in the car. Can you see here? We didn't add anything to the verb. Why? Because we start our sentence with I, you, we, or they. Remember that. We don't add anything to the verb. But with he, she, or it, we must add s, es, or I, es to the verb. We can't add just the verb without an ending to it. Like here, she sells toys and gifts. Peter sends a letter to his friend every month. The cat drinks milk at night. I added s at the ending of the verb. Why? Because I have he, she, or it. I add s, es, or ies, and we will know together now when I add es and ies. If the verb ends in if the verb ends in s, sh, ch, x, or o, I add es with he, she, and it only. Like here, he passes all his exams. The verb ending with s here. So I added es because I have he. She watches TV in the living room. I added es because the verb ends with ch and I have she. The cat catches all the mice. I added es to the verb, not only s. Why? Because the verb ends with ch and I have the cat, and the cat equals it. But if the verb ends in y and the letter before y is a consonant, consonant means not vowel, we cross y and put ies with he, she, and it only. If the verb ends in y and the letter before y is a vowel, we add only s. Again, if the verb ends in y and the letter before y is a consonant, we cross y and put ies. Like here, he studies his lessons at 6 o'clock. I crossed y. The main verb was study. I crossed y and changed it to ies because the letter before y was a consonant. And I have he. She carries all the books to the classroom every day. The last letter was y, and the letter before y was r, a consonant, so I crossed the y and changed it to ies. But if the verb ends in y and the letter before y is a vowel, with he, she, and it, I don't do anything. I just add s, like he plays football every week. We have some time expressions. They help us. If I see any of them in a sentence, we know that this sentence is in the present simple tense. Like on Sunday or on Monday, on Sundays or on Mondays. What's the difference between on Sunday and on Sundays? On Sunday means On one Sunday. On Sundays means every Sunday. Every, sometimes, usually, often, never, always, rarely, at night, at 6 o'clock, at the weekend, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Let's answer an exercise together. They play tennis in the morning. Who can correct the verb between brackets with me? Yes, I can hear some answers here. Great. They play tennis in the morning. We don't add anything to the verb. We will just write the verb as it is. Why? Because here I have they. And with I, you, we, and they, we don't add anything to the verb. So, they play tennis in the morning. Number 2, he traveled to Alexandria in summer. Super. He travels to Alexandria in summer. I add S to the verb because I have he. Number 3, I clean my car every week. I have here time expression, every. Right, I clean. I don't add anything to the verb. I just put it as it is because I have I. Number 4, she studies English at 7 o'clock. She studies English at 7 o'clock. It's another time expression here. How can I write studies here? Yes, it ends with Y. So I look to the letter before Y. It's a consonant, not vowel. So I cross the Y because I have she here. I cross the Y and change it to I-E-S. The last one, my mom rarely wash the dishes. Super, my mom rarely washes the dishes. I add ES because the last 2 letters of the verb SH. And I told you if the last letters are S, SH, CH, X, or O, I add ES with he, she, or it. Can you see? They play. We didn't add anything to the verb because I have they. Here, he travels. I added S because I have he. Number 3, I clean my car every week. I didn't add anything because I have I. Number 4, she studies English at 7 o'clock because I have she. I have to add S or ES or IES. Because the verb ends with Y, I looked to the letter before Y. It's a consonant, so I crossed the Y and added IES. Last one, my mom rarely washes the dishes. The verb ended with SH, and I have my mom here, and my mom equals she, so I added ES. Okay? What if I have between brackets be, and he asked me to correct the verb? If I have be between brackets and I have he wants from me to write am. If I have verb to be between brackets and I have so he wants am. If I have be between brackets and I have he, she, or it, he wants from me to answer with is. If I have be between brackets and I have they or you or we, so my answer must be are. So, if I have be between brackets and he wants from me to correct the verb, it means that he wants verb to be am, is, or are. Okay, remember that, it's very important. After that, if I have verb have between brackets and he asked me to correct the verb, he wants from me to answer with has or have. My answer will be has if I have he, she, or it. My answer will be have if I have I, they, you, or we. Last important thing, if I have do, verb do between brackets, and he wants from me to correct the verb, he wants from me does or do. My answer must be does or do. Does with he, she, or it. Do with I, they, you, or we. Let's answer some exercises. Correct the verb. Hi, I, be, Tom. Do you remember? I told you if I have be between brackets, he wants from me verb to be. Am, is, or are. So I am Tom. Yes, that's right. Number 2, Mom have blue eyes. She be very beautiful. Great. Mom has blue eyes. She is very beautiful. Great. Number 3, dogs be friendly. Be means verb to be. So dogs are friendly. Great job. Number 4, Sam is a good boy. He do his homework every day. I have here every day, it's time expression. Sam is a good boy. He, with he, I have to use does. He does his homework every day. Number 5, students have English test on Sundays. Good job. Students have English test on Sundays. Last one, who can answer this? Super students do their homework on time. Super students do their homework on time. Can you see here? I am, because I have between brackets be. Mom has, because I have verb have between brackets. She is very beautiful, because I have verb to be between brackets. Dogs are friendly, because he wants from me to correct verb to be. Number 4, Sam is a good boy. He does his homework every day. We used here does because I have he. Number 5, students have English test on Sundays. I used have because I have students. I can replace students with they. Number 6, super students do their homework on time. I use do because super students, I can replace it with they. That's all for today. Thank you so much.